Hi guys, I'm Tiffany and welcome to my bed. Now you might ask yourself, who am I and why are we in my bed? Well, let me let you in on a story about a little girl who loved her family very much.
Her dad was the greatest adventurer she'd ever known. Together with her dad, her mom, and her older sister, her life began on the ocean in the Caribbean. Her dad, being the sailor he was, wanted his family to experience life from every angle. But when the little girl and her sister reached school age, her parents decided it was time to sell the ship and move to England so they could attend school. By the time she was 8, they moved to Spain, where the two girls finished their education. Her dad was older than most dads. He had lived what felt like 10 lives by the time he had his daughters. Having seen so much of the world, it became his mission to show his family everything life had to offer for as long as he possibly could. He always said, "Memories are the most precious possessions. They can't be taken away." Every summer for 2 months, they'd embark on world adventures. He showed them every walk of life. They climbed waterfalls, went diving, swam with horses, learned to ride bareback, lived with Bedouins, and explored the rainforest. But he never let them take these experiences for granted. He made sure they understood just how fortunate they were, teaching them to value these moments and reminding them that not everyone had the same opportunities. The little girl inherited her dad's thirst for knowledge. Day by day, her curiosity grew. Her dad was a self-made man who had pursued countless careers, becoming a walking encyclopedia she deeply admired. But he also saw something special in her. Even when she was just 8 years old, he'd share his new business ideas with her, listening as she gave her thoughts. And more often than not, he'd incorporate her ideas into his plans. When she was 10, her dad walked into her room holding a certificate for a domain he had bought in her name, Tiffany, morethanjustbreakfast.com. He handed it to her and said, "I believe in you. Whatever you set your mind to, I know you'll make it happen." Her dad left far too soon, but his words stayed with her forever. She held on to them tightly, knowing that the path wouldn't be easy, but determined to achieve her dreams and take care of the people she loves, just as her dad had always believed she would.
Yes, that little girl was me. Now I've cracked the 30 and my journey took me through business university, and not really knowing what to do with myself, I started modeling, not because someone scouted me or someone told me I should, but because I knew that that job would allow me to travel, to meet interesting people. But the problem was I really lacked the confidence. Now, in hindsight, the 10 years of full-time modeling, they were like therapy for me. Because people tell you, oh, don't take it personal. But how do you not take it personal when all they look at is your outside? I often struggled with the idea of being a model. I didn't want to be put in the box with all those preconceptions. And mostly when people would ask me, what do you do? I would be like, I do something in online marketing, which, yeah, it was quite a far stretch. But to be honest, I was just embarrassed to say or to tell the truth. Not because modeling is a bad job, not at all. Or not that I'm not so grateful for all the experiences that I was able to have because of that job. But I just felt I was so insecure, and I always thought when people would be like, what do you do? And I would answer, I'm a model. They would be like, you, a model? And it just wasn't a space I wanted to put myself in. Deep down, I always knew I can do more than this. I have more interests than this, and I am more than this. And I think the trust that was always put in me since I was tiny really developed that drive to achieve as much as I possibly can. And so since I was 14, 15, my motto in life has been the same: becoming the best possible version of myself.
Give you a little rundown of what I do. The first company I founded is called Winter Production. It's a full-service photo and film production company, and I named it after my dad to keep his name alive. Being a full-service agency means we handle everything a production might need, from art buying, which is a fancy term for putting together a national or international creative team tailored to each client's needs and budget, to concept creation, organizing the entire shoot, location scouting, travel, logistics, model casting, you name it. A couple of years later, I launched my second company, a location agency. Thanks to some great timing and new domain endings opening up, I managed to grab the name thelocation.agency. We specialize in renting out locations and spaces worldwide for photo and film productions as well as for events. But we don't stop at our database. We understand that every project is unique, so we also offer location scouting services. So if there's a specific mood or a vision that you have, we go out there and we find it for you. And most recently, I co-founded We Are Network. After seeing the challenges that brands face in building a strong cross-media network of talented freelancers, we wanted to create an agency to reflect this new era. We focus on delivering innovative solutions across marketing, both online and offline. Our freelancers are some of the best in their fields, staying at the cutting edge through ongoing trainings and by embracing the latest technologies and trends. What sets us apart is our ability to match experts with companies, not just based on skills, but also on personality and fit. Bringing the right people together is what we do best.
So yes, the agencies definitely keep me busy, and the more you work, of course, the better life gets. But all those extra interests I had that weren't directly relevant to making my agencies grow, well, they got more and more forgotten. And so, don't get me wrong, I love what I do and I have such a passion for it. But there is so much more that I also want to learn about. So in this video podcast, Breakfast in Bed with Tiffany, I hope to create a safe space where I can invite people that inspire me, where people who have mastered things that I haven't dreamt of. So over time, I hope that we can manage to create our own curated version of life with the best in mind, always thinking of becoming the best versions of ourselves.
No matter where you're from, all around the world, it's one unique